All right, what's going on, Giants fans? Week 5 offensive line report. Going to go through 18 plays today. We're going all negative. I just finished watching Monday Night Football. I'm doing this late so I can get it done with, so I don't have to do it in the morning. Justin Herbert, I know that you've been playing good, but just get it done, man. Run the get it done play. What the hell's wrong with you? Just get it done. Just because you're playing good doesn't mean that we can't put all blame on you. Anyways, so Week 5, Week 4, we've been like, hey, there's bad stuff here, but they fixed it. The Chicago game was good. The Pittsburgh game was a lot of scheme stuff. But you know what? At 0-5, we're only talking about the bad today. We're going all negative. We're going all negative this offensive line. Doing like, every offensive line or anybody who's played football has had a Monday morning film session, Sunday morning film session, where it's just you just get your ass ripped the entire game. Now I'm not going to yell at you and curse you out, because you know what, you just are the watchers and the listeners. But nonetheless, we're going all bad plays. So like I said, 18 plays. Let's roll through it. Play 1, Andrew Thomas, man, he's the star. He's going to be the star of this video. Some bad stuff. Does a little jump set. When you do that, when you do the jump set and not the vertical kick slide, you got to realize they're coming inside on you. You got to realize. He doesn't. He gets beat inside. Luckily, Jones gets the ball out quick, but come on, man. Now, part of me thinks that this is, since he has the two outside guys, he's expecting Hernandez to pop back out, because watch how he kind of like looks there. But like we went over this week 1 with Cam Fleming. When you make a decision, make a decision. Don't last second be like, oop, I messed up the decision, because now you got two guys who are unblocked. When you make a decision, make a decision. If you're going to make a mistake, make it at 100 miles per hour. Next play, Andrew Thomas again. Basically the same thing. We're jump setting. That's the way they were trying to, neutralize some things that were being done to Thomas. He hits him inside. And this is the flea flicker. And it makes Hernandez look like he wasn't doing his job because of this. Now, luckily, Jones is able to get outside the pocket and make a play here. Next play, let's look at 75. Just gets beat by a spin move. And I think the spin move is like the easiest thing to defend. Like most D-line coaches, obviously at the NFL, it's a different level because you have these guys elite, but they're like, don't waste your time on a spin. It never helps. You literally turn your back. Like this should be the easiest thing for an offensive lineman. Like they turn their back to you, and you get to do whatever. They're not using their hands. You just have their back. Gets tripped up. Jones gets the ball out. Good stuff there on Jones. All right, next play. Fleming again. We're back at the right tackle. Just a clean swim. The D-line coach the Dallas D-line coach is hyping up DeMarcus Lawrence after this game. And after plays like this, that's just a clean swim, man. That's embarrassing. He's getting hyped up. He's getting screamed out. He's a 30-year-old man who's probably getting reamed out by Mark Colombo. And it blows up the entire play. Next play. Now, this play doesn't look bad, but it's like, I don't know what's going on here. Watch Thomas. Well, actually, I do know what's going on, but it's like because this Giants offensive line has been having so many stunts ran against it. Watch him. He turns. He's like, oh, that's a stunt. So part of me kind of likes the instincts, but they don't stunt. Now, he recovers, but it just shows how like these stunts are kind of in their head. I don't know. I don't know if I should call that a negative play, but I wanted to put it on there. I wanted to show it to you guys. Next play, again, we cannot get beat by spin moves. Andrew Thomas. Sorry, I didn't point that out to start it. Sets. Punches. Goes the punch. They are defensive linemen. The way they're game planning going against Andrew Thomas is when you see him do his punch, that's when you make your move, because he's going to lean. He's going to do something wrong. That's what he needs to fix in his technique. And that's why instead of it being outside his shoulders, those elbows need to be cranked in and quick punch, not these long lunging punches. That wasn't like the worst of his. Now he gets tripped up, and Thomas, he finishes it off because he gets tripped up. But nonetheless, that's not a good play. Let's watch Hernandez on this one too. I mean, that's kind of, I don't want to call that bad effort, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. That was a third down. Good stuff by Jones on that play. All right, next play we have, oh, God, this one. I don't want to talk about this one. Let's watch Andrew Thomas again. Like I told you, Andrew Thomas is the star of this show. Kick set. Just mistimes his punch. A little bit of lean, but the lean isn't the issue there. Mistimes his punch. Opens his hips, which is turning. Now I get, this guy is coming back 11 yards in the pocket. That's a deep way to set up. But these plays are in the playbook for a reason. And when you run them, you got to block them. Now, Jones starts to run anyways because the running back doesn't pick up the corner blitz. I can't even be too mad at the running back, but nonetheless, and a fumble. And now all this is going through your head. You have to watch that. You watch that. Now you got to come back out the next play and realize I gave up 6. I just gave the other team a touchdown. That's what's going through your head. That's what's going through his head after that. And we cannot have our offensive lineman giving up touchdowns. Now he catches one later with 2-point conversion, which is pretty cool. I liked watching the fat guys celebrate that. If we would have won, I would have been posting clips about that. Obviously, you want Jones to hold on to the ball, man. And his rate has been cut in half, which is crazy to think. That's how bad his fumbling was in 2019. All right, next play. This one's real bad. This one's bad on everybody. So we're talking about Andrew Thomas. Let's start with him. So actually a decent punch, but like I said, that lean isn't great. He gets bowled. I talked about this on one of my rookie reports. He uses his hands, good hand fight, and dumps him. But nonetheless, that's a lot of pressure. So you like the recovery, but that is a lot of pressure. Like I said, we want to win here, not here, not here. You can win here and here, but you want to win here. That's what you get drafted 4th overall to do, is win there. I get he's young, but man, after Pittsburgh, let's put together a full clean game. And so let's watch the other tackle, and Cam Fleming. He just gets bulled. DeMarcus Lawrence had himself a freaking game. Gets bulled. I mean, and then what else do we got here? Zeitler gets bulled too. By 98. Who is that dude? You can't, man. Zeitler, you can't let that guy win that. I guess it doesn't end up being the worst thing, but it's not good. Okay, here we got a double team with Hernandez and Thomas. And I can't say for sure who's wrong in this, but you like how they're getting hip to hip. We talked about after the San Fran game, they weren't hip to hip. But the thing is they stay on it too long. They got 48. And then Hernandez gets thrown off. So is he going there? Because now Thomas can't leave that. And at least 48 unblocked. Because they were supposed to double up to 48. At this point, do you want Hernandez coming off? Or do you want Thomas coming off? I don't know what they're doing. That's why it's hard for me to say who's did what. Tight end ended up screwing that up. And it seems like our tight ends are actually making a lot of bad plays in the run game and the pass game. Caden Smith, I like Caden Smith, but he's just not a fullback, and we're using him as a fullback. Cam Fleming and Kevin Zeitler. This is how you draw up stunts as a defensive line coach. You get this guy upfield vertically, and then he gets to loop around. And they do it perfectly. Hell, both guys get the freaking Jones on this play. Good job on Jones getting out there and get the ball out, but man, those were the only plays we had in this game. Were Jones getting outside the pocket and making plays. This one, you don't look at it and say bad play, but we could have done something better. Watch Andrew Thomas. So it's a play action bootleg to the left. Dude, slam down on this. Don't play patty cake, man. This is your chance where you realize that this guy really doesn't have much impact on the play. So you can take a chance here, man. Slam into this dude's ribs, man. Make him feel. Don't play patty cake with him. Then he spins out of it. So now you have him chasing on the back end anger. Now he's too fat and slow to get there. But slam down on that, my man. Slam down on that. All right, we got Cam Fleming here. Vertical set. Aldon Smith. Bull. Bull and rip. Bull. Rip. Forces Jones to get outside the pocket and throw the ball out of bounds. Next play. Andrew Thomas just gets bowled and put on skates. Pressure. Pressure. That's a pressure. Now, Pro Football Focus is very liberal with the way they use pressure. Look at Pro Football Reference Stats. They do a better job of it. Pressure. Pressure. Put him on skates. 2 bad plays in here in a row for Zeitler. Zeitler's just got to kind of start worrying about his guy. Stop trying to help everybody else out. And you've got a 5v5 plus some freaking blitzers in here. But I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the line of scrimmage. Focus on this guy, man. Focus on him. I know they got a crap ton of stuff going on over here. But trying to help him doesn't help you. Trust that Gates has it. Because guess what? They did have it. And Zeitler gets trying to recover, gets beat. Aldon Smith puts him on the ground. Now this sack will look like, oh look, the guy that came over here, he looped up. This was a 3rd and long where Jones was just like trying to let something come open underfield. Thomas does a good job on this, but Jones scrapes up to the entire top of the pocket. You can't be mad at him for that one. This next play, Zeitler gets beat on a spin move. Spin moves, dude. How do we get beat by freaking spin moves? I don't get it. I mean, who is 98? Who is this slow white boy? Play the piano, man. Move your feet vertically. Or horizontally. Pressure. More pressure. Great throw by Jones on that one. But more pressure. Here we go, Gates. Just gets beat off the snap. Now you got, DeMarcus Lawrence. Is that? No, that's not him. Sorry. I mean, he just used his hands in a violent motion. Slap and swim. Gets beat off the line. Pressure. Doesn't allow that. Because of that, it doesn't allow Hernandez to bump off and for you to come pick up the blitzer. Very good stuff from Jones. Let Jones take some chances. For the love of God, Jason Garrett, please let Jones take some chances. This one, Thomas, again, gets beat inside. Gets bulled. Does a good job with the little hop to power down it. And I guess, you don't hate it because he does wash it down here. But at the end of the day, actually, no, sorry. That is bad. Because he doesn't wash it down. He lets it get right here. He lets it get right there. And then on the other side of this, Fleming just gets beat on a speed rush by DeMarcus Lawrence. And again, Jones having to get outside the pocket. Good throw. Good stuff there from Jones. So, offensive line not good. Win a game, and then we could talk. We can talk glowing about you. Andrew Thomas, put together a full game. Until you do that, and do that consistently, there's going to be heat on you, and honestly, deservedly so. It has not been good since week 1. Chicago week 2, it's like, okay, yeah, did he give up a sack? But it's like we felt good about it. Teams are game planning against you now. So put together a full week. I like these guys. I like 4 out of the 5 guys on that line. Left tackle to right guard, I like. Fleming has actually been kind of solid for what we've expected. Crazy enough. Gates, I feel like, has been the most consistent. I know he got called for that holding, but that call pissed me off. I almost shared that clip as a good play, but I didn't do it. So win a game, and we'll come back and be positive. So, yeah. Not a lot to be happy about. 0-5 freaking sucks. Subscribe, do all that bull crap. You know what to do.